Welcome AP Biology students, week 8 or 9, something like, between 8 and 9, and let's tackle some important aspects of the light-dependent reaction. So this will be only a very short review for you guys to get the main idea. This was the chloroplast way back last week with the double membrane, inner and outer membrane, and the thylakoid space in here. And we just added the electrotransport chain, ETC, in here. We had the photosystem 2. We had the photosystem 1 in here. We had the ATP synthase in here. What else we had? We had the, oops, try to get the red light and the blue light that excited the electron on the chlorophyll that was inside of here. We had the water molecule going in here that split it up to hydrogen ion, electrons, and oxygen. The oxygen. So that was really, we had the ADP and the phosphate, organic phosphate in here. What else we had? We had the NADP plus over here. Okay, so something like that, what we had. And I have a couple of questions that I would like to point out for you guys why the different segments or parts of the light reaction, why they are so important. So the role of the water in here is not only giving off oxygen, it's going to get oxidized, oxidizing, losing its electrons. Hydrogen is pretty much a follower, so it goes after wherever the electron goes. In biology, in chemistry, that's a different story. So the water molecule is going to get oxidized into oxygen. The role of the water is this is not really the role producing oxygen because it's only the end product, but providing electron for the chlorophyll that loses its electron as it gets excited by the red and the blue light. And this electron is going to go and replace that electron that will be able to important for the electrotransport chain to make up the proton gradients. We did not say, but we have tons of hydrogens all around. Actually, a few hydrogens all around, okay? So the importance of the water provide electron for the last one for the chlorophyll. Okay, good. The oxygen comes from as the water goes through oxidation. This is the end product, one of the end products of photosynthesis. The color lights, the red and the blue one. Green, it's not going to work because the green light cannot excite the electron in the chlorophyll. So it's not going to work. The function of the electrotransport chain is in that process to build the proton gradient. As they pass the high energy electron and it loses energy basically as it goes. The electron transport chain proteins are going to make the outside hydrogens, go in. So the pH inside will be super low, while the pH outside is going to be high. Concentration of the hydrogen ions will be high inside compared to the outside. This is a proton gradient that will drive the ATP synthase to make ATP. Okay, so this is the importance of the electrotransport chain to build up proton gradient along the thylakoid membrane, between the inside and outside of the thylakoid membrane. The pH, we talked about that. This is low, this is high. Outside in the stroma. The proton gradient is the one that drives one of the protons, for example, this is going to go through the ATP synthase. And as the ATP synthase is driven by the hydrogen want to go from a high concentration to low concentration, fuses these together to make ATP. This will be super important for the light independent reaction. Okay, good role of ATP synthase. We talked about that, and the NADP plus, this will be the high energy electron carrier. So the electron, we did not say that. Here the electron is coming down, and the light again excites one of the electrons of the chlorophyll, and it's going to get again in a high energy state. This will replace it, and this electron is going to be picked up by the NADP plus, the high energy electron carrier molecule, and it will pick up some protons too, and will turn to NADPH. Now, this is the one that's going to be used in here, the high energy electrons, to reduce the carbon dioxide that will enter into the chloroplast, and the sugar is going to be made through that process, through the light independent reaction. It's not dark reaction, used to be a dark reaction, but it's called light independent because it can happen during light time and no light time. So that's why it's independent from the light. And the last question for me that I just wrote that down. So what is the role of the light? Not the role of the light in the light reaction. Yeah, okay, to excite the electrons, to increase their energy level. Otherwise, nobody would want to just have the electron. We need high energy electrons for the reaction. And these are the end products of the light reaction. We will pick it up next week from that. Okay, so I think it will be a solid light-dependent reaction knowledge for you guys. Have a good one.